Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and their teams to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by Current Leadership Coaching, and they provide leadership training, masterminds, and coaching to leaders who want to continually succeed. Find out more about them at clcteam.com. Hey, I hope you're doing great today, and I hope your confidence is improving this month. So, today, let's talk about a confidence builder that every one of us can do every single day, without a doubt. And that's because this confidence builder involves recognition, and more specifically, recognizing yourself. You see, all too often, we recognize the accomplishments of people all around us, and yet we're very tough on ourselves. And that can be a real confidence killer. While we praise our coworkers and team members and family members, we seldom give ourselves the accolades that we deserve. Well, that's today's challenge or confidence builder tip. I challenge you to begin writing down specific things every morning and every afternoon that you have done well and tell yourself good job in a sense. Now, this doesn't need to be fancy or anything. It just needs to be a little notepad. And I want you to do it first thing in the morning. Maybe write down one or two things that you did from the time you got off work until the time you got to work. And then every afternoon before you leave work, or maybe even mid afternoon, but write down a couple things that you've done well. Now, I know this may sound very strange, but just like how we mentioned in the episode about how important your self talk is, affirming your own actions and behaviors is critical when it comes to building your own confidence. This is especially true if you're in a leadership position, because, like it or not, leaders tend to recognize their people before ever recognizing themselves. A good example of this is I watched the college football championship game the other night in which Alabama won. And after the game, they interviewed Nick Saban, the head coach of Alabama. When they interviewed Saban after the game, he had just won his seventh national championship. And the interviewer was hailing him for being the only coach ever to win seven national championships. And yet Saban pushed all the credit down to his players and his coaches. He said it was all about them. He reflected the affirmations that were directed at him to his team and to his coaches. And that's what great leaders do. However, leaders must accept the affirmation sooner or later. I mean, great teams just don't happen. All great teams have a great leader leading them. And affirming yourself doesn't really have anything to do with being arrogant or not being humble. It has everything to do with building your confidence. Because when you get right down to it, people follow leaders who are confident and who they know are going to get them to where they want to go. I'll be willing to bet that Saban gives himself affirmations. Maybe in private so nobody can see it, but as a minimum, I bet he comes to a point where he kicks back and takes it all in sometime or in some way. And I bet he congratulates himself for a job well done as he enjoys the moment. Hey, this is just one more thing that will help you build your confidence. And as always, I hope this show provides you with value every day. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what your leadership challenges are, and I'll be sure to feature it on an upcoming episode. Also, if you do receive value from this show, man, I'd greatly appreciate a 5-star review on whatever platform you listen on, whether it's iTunes, Alexa, Google, etc. As always, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, run to your challenges.